Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of the Quick Count. My name is Codd Sinclair. Today is Friday, December 4th. It's been a long week as we get closer to Christmas. This has been a rough week here on the Quick Count. We watched Battle Bowl 1, Battle Bowl 2. Holy smokes. We have watched The Butcher and Hogan. And at the very beginning of the week, while we were still at the end of November, it was Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. So here we are, end of the week. I thought I would treat us with something to kind of cleanse our palates a little bit. Today, from WCW Starrcade 1996, we have Rey Mysterin Jr. and Jyushin Thunder Liger. Start time is in the description box below. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Well, I guess in his own way, Roddy Piper is prepared for the fight of his life. I've never seen him wound up that tight like today, have you?
Never, and I've been following this man's career from the outset, and Roddy Piper is wound up, sitting on ready for Hulk Hogan tonight at Starrcade.
You know something, Mike? And by the time he walks to the ring tonight, he'll be wound up. He'll be wound up tighter than a cheap watch. Yeah, that's it.
Jyushin Thunder Liger out first.
Obviously, from what we see right here, he cannot intimidate Roddy Piper. He will be wound up.
Strange theme for Jyushin Thunder Liger. It sounds like the Sonny Ono theme. Later down the road, but and then Rey Mysterio Jr.'s theme hits me hard. When I was a kid, he was one of my favorite cruiserweights to watch, and I'm gonna beat Japan right here in the United States. Rey Mysterio. Okay. I'm very excited for this. I've never seen this match before.
Jyushin Thunder Liger.
I know that
Competing here in WCW in a long time, I think.
and for some hold on. For some reason, I know there's a USA chant because but Mysterio from the 619, and then Liger, of course, is from Japan. But get the gentleman's handshake. Here we go. I don't really think there's a heel in this match, though, either. I think that it's just two individuals just on a collision course.
Two men who have revolutionized the sport of professional wrestling. This is their first
There you
ever
go.
head-to-head meeting. I think if you look at it on paper and break it down, Liger's 6-year experience edge is about the only factor that separates these two matchup.
Last episode, actually two episodes ago, I apologize. We were talking about the Great Muta because he ended up winning Battle Bowl 2 in 1992. I almost mistakenly said that Muta retired instead of Liger this year in 2020. But it's crazy. Oh, wow. Rey Mysterio this time was just incredibly smooth. Not a whole lot of botches in his game as a cruiserweight. But the fact that Liger at this point in 96 has 6 years experience and then didn't retire from wrestling, until 2020 is absolutely insane. He was even at the G1 Supercard as well. On the PWO WrestleCast, we've had the bouncers, both of them, on multiple times, including once for a happy hour. But we will never forget, and this is for our friend of the show, Brian Malonis, as we get a huge suplex from Jyushin Thunder Liger. And obviously joking, but Brian Malonis and Jyushin Thunder Liger selling out Madison Square Garden. The story behind that one is that Liger ends up eliminating him from from the Battle Royal. Oh, sorry, from the Honor Rumble. But they did have a little face-to-face though beforehand, and so he always likes to say that him and Liger sold out MSG. So I will take it. That is something that I have come to acknowledge and accept. Back to this match. Oh, Liger obviously a little heavier than Rey Mysterio. Throwing him up in the air, getting a big flapjack.
Wrestlers in terms of high-flying moves, these two men really were groundbreakers. What Liger first accomplished in the 1980s has honestly been taken
Oh God,
by Mysterio.
hard powerbomb, and that's the thing is that the ring sound from WCW in the mid to late 90s, it always sounded like it was so much worse than what it was. WWF tried to mimic it in the mid 1990s, and it sounded fake. It sounded like just like a sound effect, and that's not a sound effect. Knife edge chop from Liger.
On a missed high-risk move by your opponent. Those would be the two biggest factors in winning this matchup.
Oh,
Tremendous win over. Now we got Rey Mysterio with a second win. Backflip back in the ring.
Liger on the outside. Mysterio gonna fly. 619 flings himself back into the ring.
Everyone's talking about Rey Mysterio Jr. The kids, the women, the fans, everybody loves this guy. Why? Because he's quick? That's a good question, Brain. Yeah, it is a good question. I like a guy because he's quick. I think they like him because of perseverance. Yeah, I think because he stood in there for one reason. Let's talk about the 60-man battle royal. He stood in there and fought them all. I mean, when you get somebody with courage that'll stand up to the big guys,
Oh,
and this whole
battling on the apron, Liger suplexes Mysterio out of the ring onto the floor.
seen so many times what we're seeing right now from Mysterio. You think he is near dead, and he bounces right back. The young man
This would be Rey Mysterio's gimmick
give up. Is he favoring that right leg?
when he came to WWE,
Am I wrong? Like, are we seeing
and then he would end up winning the Royal Rumble in 06. Oh God, powerbomb from Liger on the outside. That'd be his gimmick as he was the World Heavyweight Champion.
Very reluctant to be the one that makes that
I mean, even as recent as last year's Survivor Series when it was
and what he went through?
him versus Brock Lesnar, and he had to have Dominic help him to try and win, but obviously that did not pan out.
When you're faced with laying on a bed and don't know whether you're going to be breathing in the morning, you will get a new outlook on life, and that might be what he's doing right here. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's urgency to go ahead and get it done and enjoy it and go on with your life, and that's what he's doing. My hat's off to Jyushin Thunder Liger. I guarantee that.
It certainly was a career-threatening situation for Liger. And he's bounced back, and I think he's really looking forward to making 1997 a big
Oh.
year. Missed that drop kick off the top, did Mysterio.
This is a hard-hitting bout too.
Better be than the last time we've seen him too. I'm talking about Liger. Thank you, Brain. Tony. Anyway.
You know what? I always liked listening to Mike Tenay on commentary, especially in WCW, where, not until the later years, on the downward swing of WCW was he on commentary more frequently. He was mainly like the backstage interviewer here, the cruiserweight specialist.
And Mark Curtis is checking. Is that a yes or a no? His head is going every
Love this
side to side.
tequila sunrise.
No, though, yes. He's saying yes. What is he? Mark Curtis doing a great job. Well, look at this. Not only watching, but listening. But did not give up. Brain, when this added weight really help him in this situation here. Not laying flat on your back, it won't help you unless you want to throw the man off you. All right, Mike.
Well, I think, Dusty, maybe the added weight.
Liger says something, and ref is like, he did not give up. Like, very stoically. I'm like, okay, all you gotta do is just tell him.
Over the top.
What a snap German suplex there. Holy smokes. From Rey Mysterio.
Amazing recovery again. Backflip. Covers him 1-2, and Liger kicks out.
You know, Tony Ray reminds me of great teams and great games and great athletes. When you got him, you got to reach way down, and you think you got him beat, just like the great Dallas Cowboys. When you think you got him beat, they are able to come back and do tremendous things because they are the champion. And when you've been champion before, you got to be beaten. You know what I'm saying? You're turning your head now because
Over that time, here's a cover.
RVD special with the springboard
like the great Dallas
moonsault off of the top rope from Rey Mysterio.
I'll make another scenario.
Yeah, okay, please. To the ropes, up on top.
Mysterio calling for the finish. Springboard, drop kick, kip up.
Drop kick by Mysterio on target.
And he's limping. He's favoring that right leg.
Ooh,
Go back.
camel clutch from Rey Mysterio. This is great.
January the 4th, we now understand that match is official. Jyushin Liger to challenge Ultimo Dragon for all the championship belts. And the irony of that Cruiserweight title showdown is that the unifying of all the champions from around the world was actually the brainchild of Jyushin Liger. It was his idea, his challenge to bring all the belts together back in August when New Japan
Oh my gosh.
caught him with their drop kick.
Rey Mysterio with a springboard off the top rope, and Liger catches him in midair with an excellent looking drop kick. Very well done there.
Thing here tonight. He's wasting a little too much time with Rey Mysterio. With his weight advantage, he should be taking advantage of his size. He should be laying on the man. He should be making him kick out if he can. He should just be.
Release German suplex and another pin.
He's got him here, it looks like.
You know,
Count, and once again,
Bobby Heenan, I've given him a lot of praise in these WCW reviews as Liger locks in a single crab on Mysterio. But him saying that he's wasting time by not pinning Mysterio, he's had like 3 pins in a minute and a half. You know,
Tag team match in Japan.
I don't really see it, but it's just me.
30 seconds total, so it was almost just a tease leading up to this.
That's why I'm not a Hall of Famer, one of the best managers of all time.
That did all the battling out there. I like
Probably a top 10 commentator of all time.
my old partner, the late Art Richard Murdoch. I know he's watching this thing tonight, and he kind of favored that too. Me out there doing all the work, and him getting all the glory.
is that the way it happened?
I tell you.
Oh boy.
Very effective move by Liger. The dragon screw leg whip. What's that called? Where he almost popped the knee of Rey Mysterio Jr.
What do you say? With the what? The dragon screw
Dragon
leg
screw
whip.
leg whip.
Yeah, man, I gotta remember that one for later on tonight. What was that, honey? Well, that was the dragon screw leg whip.
Dusty Rhodes making a joke about Mike Tenay calling a move a dragon screw leg whip, and he says, "I'm gonna have to do that later tonight." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Popcorn if you want. So maybe I'll get you a cider or a leg whip.
Into that corner now. Up on top, look at that maneuver. Flipped him out of the corner. Here comes Mysterio. Spin wheel kick, and that caught him right.
Spinning heel kick
Staggered him back to the
from Mysterio.
But he's one step ahead. He caught him and put him up on top. How about that? He blocked with his foot. Sends him out to the middle of the ring one more time. For the ride to the left side. Somersault up on top. He is so quick. And kicked him on the floor. Uh-oh.
Liger out on the floor. Top rope acai moonsault. Beautiful. Perfectly done.
One step further, going all the way to the top, Tony.
And both men now, as you can see, down. Who can make it back to the ring? We may have a double countout.
I'll tell you what, that was an awesome move there. And I guarantee you Mysterio is hurting just as bad as Jyushin Thunder Liger.
It's Mysterio at an 8 count, back at 9.
Just tell him not to count. He doesn't want to beat the man that way. He wants to beat him in the ring.
That's exactly what happened there. He broke the count, did
Okay.
Mysterio. And Liger very slow to get back to the apron here now.
That took a lot out of Liger. Now Mysterio, what he has to do now, he's got to really turn it up now. He's got to turn up a couple of degrees.
Guillotine leg drop off the
Jesus.
top.
The crowd is dead for this.
Almost like a power bomb, sending him down. Mysterio up on top again here. Liger's hurt. He really is. Really moving slow here now. Up on top. He just rolled out of the way. And now Liger.
He's seen him coming too.
Mysterio missed a
Missed on that springboard backsplash.
backsplash. Liger hits a diving headbutt and a near fall.
And that shocked Liger. Look at him. He thought it was over. Showboating, thinking it was all over with that time, but that was not the case. Once again, if you take Mysterio lightly, that's what happens. Young man is back up, but he gets chopped back to a neutral corner. Liger sent in. Mysterio up and into the apron. Shoulder drop. Full-on smash.
Mysterio calling for the finish again. Liger knocks him off the top rope, but he stumbles to the floor.
Dangerous drop from Mysterio, landing all the way on the floor.
Now, Liger.
Now Liger to the top rope. Mysterio springboard. Hurricane Rana, but Liger flips out of it. Spinning heel kick from Liger. And sit out power bomb. Oh, okay. 3.
Gets the win. Defeats Rey Mysterio Jr. And now next, as we said,
Wow. Okay. Anticlimactic. Ending there. Also confusing finish because the referee counted 3 and it was very, very close because Rey Mysterio got his shoulder up. But very good match. I'll give it a 2 count. Hard hitting. Had some high flying. Very clean match. Just the odd finish. And the odd finish really kind of took me away from it because I'm like, well, what are they gonna do next? Also, the crowd incredibly dead for this one. Kind of a travesty, if you ask me. But and they kick Mike Tenay out. Guys, but that is it. We have gotten through this week of the kill count. I will see you on Sunday as we have our inaugural episode of The Ref Bump. So please stay tuned for that. But outside of that, enjoy your weekend, guys. Be safe. Wear a mask where you're going. And I will see you on Monday. Check out all of our social media in the description box below. If you like what we're doing, click on that Ko-fi link while you're in there. Show us some love. But until then, my name is Codd Sinclair, and we will see you next time.